Now I feel like we're just doing Tim Allen noises. Like we're not even dogging, we're just Tim Allen.
Somewhere between Tim Allen and a gorilla.
Yeah.
Guys, welcome to Tool Time. I'm
your host, Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Your home improvement podcast, where we watch every episode of Home Improvement from the year 2000 and then do a podcast on it.
Was it around in 2000?
I bet not. I think it was done in the 90s.
Yeah.
Drew, when was Home Improvement done? What was Home Improvement's run?
1988 to 1997? 6, 7?
I'm saying...
No, that's too long.
I'm saying
88? Really?
I think it was started... I started at the very... I think.
I'm saying 90 to 97. Kelly, your pick.
Yeah, I'd say 90 to 97.
You can't say the same thing as me.
Ooh.
98 then.
None of us are right.
Oh, shit.
1991 to 1999.
Ooh. The whole 90s.
The last episode was...
when Wilson died.
May 1999.
Okay.
And it was a 3-part episode that aired over... it's a 4-part episode.
Oh my... That's a lot.
One night was 2 episodes, then the next week was 2 episodes.
Goddamn.
Did Tim lose his hand in a terrible tool accident and the rest of it was him coming to terms with it?
I couldn't tell you. I don't think I saw anything past, like, maybe season 5 or 6.
Did Wilson get AIDS and the top of his head get noticeably smaller?
Wow.
That's how he died, right?
Too soon. He died of AIDS?
I don't think so.
I'm going to look it up now, because now I'm curious.
I think Tim ran over him with a tractor.
Did the character Wilson die from AIDS? Answer, yes.
Okay, well, let's get back to what we're really supposed to be doing.
Nah. It's fine.
Lung cancer.
We lost him.
Too soon.
Nitro.
Nitro, so much worse than Home Improvement.
I love a good preamble, though.
Was this the best Nitro that's ever happened?
I thought you were going to say, was this the best preamble? I'm like, it was good.
It was
not.
good.
We've
done better.
Yeah. I feel like we had one about... I don't even know. It wasn't this podcast. It was a different podcast we did. But I feel like we had like a good one about cake for like 8 minutes at the beginning of something.
We did talk about cake at the beginning of one.
I can't remember if it was
I think it was just a wrestling one.
Yeah. Fuck. I want to go back and listen to that. Guys, go find that one. Hey, oh man, I forgot we could totally crowdsource things now because Brock came through like money on WrestleMania thing I asked. Oh, the WrestleMania guys who main evented and weren't on the next show despite still being employed.
Oh.
And Brock was like, boom, 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 like my man.
Nice. Well, leave it to a weirdo with no time, no plans, lots of free time to look up stuff that we don't want to look up. And even though we also have free time and no lives.
I've already forgotten what I wanted crowdsourced now. What were we just talking about?
Cake. What episode? Cake on?
Find that episode so I can listen to it because I refuse to go back and listen through my own podcasts.
I somehow doubt that. I feel like that's what you go to bed at night listening to. Sorry,
to our own podcast.
Bed in the early hours of the morning too. You just put on an episode and you just fall asleep to the sound of our voices, and then listening to Dan talk makes you fall asleep.
No, I listen to because as I've stated, I love my riffs, but I hate my voice. Yeah. So I make transcripts of them, and then I get Campbell Scott to read them, and then that's what I fall asleep to.
I also hate the sound of your voice, so... I like Kelly's, though. Kelly's got a good voice. You should talk more. You should also smile more and act like you're having fun.
Smile more.
This isn't wrestling.
Hey, pretty. Hey, pretty. Give us a smile, pretty.
Plus, I sounded like I'm on old-time radio.
Why are you frowning, baby?
You should dress nicer.
All right, moving on.
Fine, we will take...
You have to go!
I know.
So, I'm trying to do you a favor.
Yeah, we have to go see Infinity
That's what you
War.
get!
So
it's June 5th, the year 2000. We're in
Atlanta, GA.
We're in WCW country.
Goldberg's
Bad
backyard.
Street.
We're in the Phillips. We're in the Phillips Arena. Attendance 13,000. I can't imagine
Goldberg.
That can't be.
I can't imagine how much of that is paper.
Goldberg in Atlanta, I imagine, is a decent amount.
They didn't sell 13 though.
No, but I bet you they sold more than we would think.
Probably.
Goldberg is a draw still. At
it's Goldberg's first match since
since
6 months,
December.
Yeah. So I guess that's
since he paralyzed Bret Hart.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, maybe they sold 8.
Yeah, I would say 8 or 9, 8 to 9, somewhere in there. I'm sure we. Brock, look up how many tickets they sold in the show. So,
anyone with an Observer subscription,
but mostly just Brock.
Sure.
We're there, Atlanta, Georgia. How do we open the show?
Hotlanta, they call it.
Some people, in fact, do call it Atlanta. I don't know, with high-flying cruiserweight action.
Nope.
With like a really good booked tag team feud match that goes
Drew,
like 10 minutes.
You're so silly. You're so silly.
I'm real confused on how you would start a TV show.
Well, you bring out the authority figures and have them cut a promo.
For a long time.
Way too long. Like, and multiple times talking. Like, Russo started, Bischoff went, and then Russo had to go a second time.
Yeah, they did it in rounds.
So, I believe they came out, and then Bischoff started yakking. He started talking about Lex Luger. About
you know what I say? Yak the yak, don't talk back.
And Lex Luger is at home nursing a broken face because they busted up.
Oh, yeah.
Even though he was back last week.
Yeah, he was on last week's show.
Oh, okay.
He saved Liz.
Yeah, he had a face mask, but he was on last week's show.
And
no Liz this week either.
Yeah, because she's hiding.
She is hiding.
She's scared,
terrified.
She's crying in the shower.
So they decide and as opposed to like most Nitros we watch, they decide, you know what, fuck it, this Nitro we're gonna have 1,000 matches.
Yeah.
They had 10 matches on this show.
Yeah,
most matches in a while.
And one of those matches was like 5 matches in one.
Yeah, so
there were like 15 finishes on this show.
Yeah, so Bischoff's
Sort
yakking.
of.
He says, okay, let's make some matches. Kevin Nash is going to be in something called the New Blood Gauntlet.
Where he just wrestles everyone in the New Blood.
Yeah, but the stipulation is he can't, what is it? He can't, something.
None of the Millionaires Club can come down. If they interfere, then he loses his title match at the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
There was one other one.
Nash can't take his shirt off.
Nash can't...
I don't know.
No, I think it was he can't get disqualified.
I feel like there were 2 things, but I don't know what the other thing could be.
And like maybe they didn't revisit the second one because the second one...
It was definitely... no one could interfere on his behalf.
And during the actual...
No, sorry. Millionaires
Club couldn't interfere. Yeah. But that's really, like, even when they reviewed, like, before the match started, all he said was, like, Millionaires Club, nobody can come down and save you.
Or you lose your title match.
And that was it.
And then they're going to have Jeff Jarrett versus Sting for the World Heavyweight title.
Sting versus World Heavyweight Champion Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah. And, then Russo grabs the mic, starts yakking, and he talks about how he's a New Yorker and how he hates being in Atlanta, Georgia.
Calls out Jeff Rocker.
Jeff Rocker says, Jeff you're higher than
John Rocker.
John Rocker.
Jeff's brother.
John, you're higher than your ERA. Whatever. And then basically talks about how he's going to fuck Ric Flair in the ring.
Yeah.
That was
going to get
weird.
all up in them guts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a little weird. But no, there's also a cage above the ring. And Russo says he's going to beat up Flair in the cage. And Bischoff also declares that he is going to beat up hardcore champion. Probably both.
I think it was off.
Yeah. Hardcore champion Terry Funk because he really wants that hardcore title.
Russo and Bischoff wrestling tonight.
Yeah, both. Oh, and
against Hall of Famers.
That was the other stipulation, was that if Goldberg interferes in the Gauntlet tonight, because Goldberg's back.
Yeah.
If he interferes in the
Goldberg's
Gauntlet,
suspended.
He's suspended.
Yeah, that was a stipulation.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden Goldberg is in the back and he hears all this stuff and he's all like, "You're out of your mind, Russo!" And he comes up and goes and beats up all the jabroni security guards, and gives the guy a pretty labored.
I believe Mark Madden referred to
jacket.
R&B security as run and bail security.
Nice.
Yeah.
I missed that. That was good.
Fat pig. And that's pretty much how it opened. So from there, we're just going straight into matches, which was kind of surprising.
Yes.
And match number 1 is the new tag champions, Sean Stasiak and the main event,
which of
Chuck
course
Palumbo,
we missed on Thunder.
As of Thunder, yep.
versus the former tag champs, Chronic. And how they won the tag titles, I'm not sure.
We had to look it up. They sort of gave us a video recap from Thunder.
But they chose bad clips.
But it was loose. Yeah, it was very just like, you saw the pinfall that made it look like Chronic won.
Yeah.
And then you see Stasiak and Palumbo on the rampway celebrating with the titles. And then they cut back to Live Monday.
And in their description of it, I didn't understand what they were saying at first because it was like a double negative, but because he said they lifted the relaxed disqualification rule, meaning there were disqualifications.
Yes. So and the titles could change
on the disqualification.
On the disqualification,
which is what happened.
Yes, but we literally it was so confusing to the audience that we had to look it up.
Yeah,
to see what actually happened. That's how bad it was.
Yeah.
Now something that wasn't bad.
This match.
This was a
it
really
was good.
match.
We were talking like they could blow this, but it's actually going to be maybe one of the best matches we've seen.
Depending on how far a cliff this will inevitably fall off for the finish, because there won't be a finish.
Yeah.
This is like maybe one of the top 5 matches we've seen.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's 2 things of note. One was the greatest meltdown I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Meltdown fucking ruled on Palumbo.
Yeah.
Palumbo,
And like Stasiak was doing good stuff. I have never seen Stasiak wrestle well before in my life.
Yeah, he took
this was crazy.
A really good full Nelson slam and like bounced off the canvas.
Like a great full Nelson slam.
And then during this match, the cat came out, but like wasn't really
way too early.
Blue is cue.
So like you see, like they're fighting on the outside, and you see Cat coming down the ramp, and then they just keep fighting for a long time and go back in the ring and do more stuff.
And
the Cat's gone.
The ramp way, like he's back at the entrance.
Then they go back outside. Cat comes down again. Like, oh, that's when he was supposed to come.
Oh, my bad.
And then so like Chronic and Palumbo and Stasiak are
the perfect event.
The perfect event are. They're brawling on the outside, and then the cat grabs the referee and
puts him like a crossface chicken wing.
Yeah, and basically forces him to count
them out.
Yeah.
So he gets to 8. I believe it's Brian Adams.
Brian.
Yeah, Brian.
Brian Adams throws Stasiak into the ring, but then Cat's like, no, it's 10.
8, 9, 10, over.
And then he's like, these guys are the champ, and then so Chronic goes back to beating up the cat, and then they pull out a table to give him high times. Then from there, they cut
to the back. Never come to return.
Never to come back. So
don't know what happened.
Idea what happened. We didn't get to see the final payoff for that.
And they cut to the greatest.
Before that, it just Chronic reminded me. I saw just like a screen cap graphic of Arn and Tully in WWF, and their name graphic at the bottom was misspelled the Brian Busters. I'm like, these guys need to wrestle Chronic.
The Brian Busters.
So
that's a bad match.
I would watch this shit out of Arn and Tully versus Chronic. Are you kidding me?
That is a bad match.
Oh yeah,
that's great. So
now the best.
Yeah, they cut to a segment back where Torrie Wilson is like getting changed or whatever like that, and Kidman comes in and he's getting all. I can't remember why he was mad at her.
No one's sure.
Yeah, I only know he's mad at her, and then Major Guns kind of puts herself in there.
She steps in for Torrie.
Steps in for Torrie to defend her, and then Billy, with his amazing acting, utters the greatest line of what was it?
Oh, it's the best. Yeah, it was the best line of 2000. I don't think we need to get complicated here. I believe it was "Shut your mouth, you dumb bitch."
Yeah. But like his delivery was,
it was amazing.
Yeah.
I said after he said it, I'm like, if they had cut before that line and said write the next line as a joke, that's what I would have written.
Yeah.
It was fabulous.
Yeah, and then from there we cut again to another segment in the back, where it is Kevin Nash and Scott Steiner coming into the building with their gear, and Pamela Poundshock or whatever,
Pamela Poundtown,
whatever, is like, oh,
Paula
like,
Poundstone.
It's like, like I can't remember what she was talking about the Gauntlet.
Yeah, the Gauntlet,
and she just kind of questioned about that, and
of course Nash being
the
professional wrestler he is.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm the last one in the building.
Yeah, he's like, is Goldberg here?
Yeah.
So I'm the last one here, huh?
Gimmick still alive.
And walks away chuckling. Like, I hate Kevin Nash, but at the same time, like, I do.
You sort of got to hand it to him.
Yeah.
Like, I have the most mixed feelings on Nash. Like, if he hadn't like ruined wrestling, I think I'd like him a lot. I think if he had just done stuff with Alex Shelley and TNA, I would love him because he wasn't doing anything destructive then.
No, but I mean, I respect the shit out of Nash because he played the game of professional wrestling so well.
It's all about the game and how you play it.
Smarter than any man that's ever professionally wrestled.
Yes.
Especially when it comes to their original contract with WCW.
Yes.
And making sure that, like, if somebody comes in
and
they're getting paid more than we are,
Yep.
we get to be bumped up. Because, like, especially when it comes to, like, Bret Hart.
Yep.
When Bret was getting signed and Nash called Bret and was like, you should ask for more money because they will pay you more money. But Bret completely...
P.S. I will also
but
get
Bret
money.
has no idea that that's the deal that Nash and Hall have.
Yeah.
Bret comes in, gets $3 million, and then they get bumped up like fucking the smartest thing ever. And he, like, didn't really drink. He didn't cheat on his wife.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't party.
What
like,
about,
the guy saved all his fucking money.
What about...
Occasionally he would go out for a little Korean.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, exactly.
I respect the shit out of him. I really do. For playing the game so
He
well.
played the game. And just, like, the shit he got away with on national TV and just all the bullshit.
Yeah.
Never tried, ever,
And like,
ever.
and they were never going to let him go because
Kevin
he would
Nash has not
immediately go to
tried in a
WWF.
wrestling match since 1996.
I agree with you. Like, they would never let him go because he would go right back to WWE, and
Yep.
that would totally fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
So they just let him do
Whatever.
whatever he wanted.
They gave him the book!
They gave him the book multiple times.
Ugh.
So
It's
yeah.
amazing.
So from there, again, we go to another backstage segment, which I believe is the Misfits in Action. They're doing the roll call thing, and then
I believe it's just General Huge Erection screaming where Major Guns is.
yeah, and then she shows up
Crying.
and then
Said Billy
Billy
Kidman
Kidman
was
was
mean.
mean to me.
and then yeah, and
He's
then
like,
they go,
"What?"
Yeah, and so we'll go figure. Oh, then GI Bro shows up,
Or G.I. Joe.
and he's like, "No way, sucker! That's not how we do this." And then they go out to the ring, and then he calls out Billy Kidman, and he's going to show him how you treat a woman, which I like.
He's going to show him how you treat a woman by hitting him.
Hitting him.
So,
So,
by
Yeah.
extrapolating,
You hit a woman.
that's how you treat a woman. So Booker is in fact mad that Kidman only yelled at Major Guns and did not
hit
slap her
her.
around.
Yeah. So that starts the number, and then Billy Kidman comes out with the Filthy Animals and says, "Okay, let's have a match." So they run in there. They have like a decent 2-minute match.
Yeah, 2
maybe?
minutes.
And then it just kind of and then Tori Wilson comes in, distracts Billy, and low blows him.
Yeah, Major Guns gets involved.
Yeah.
There's brawling. Like, the Animals and the MIA are brawling on the floor.
Yeah.
Major Guns gets in, and she's gonna, attack Kidman. But then Booker, stops her. But then Tori comes in and low blows Billy, blatantly. And then
Yeah.
Booker hits a bookend for the
They
win.
yeah, and then it just kind of dissolves into a brawl thing. And then from there, we go to match number 3, which is Eric Bischoff versus Terry Funk.
Yeah.
Which was a weird... The way it was done was very strange.
Very weird.
Because, so Bischoff comes out with the cat, of course, and then Funk comes out, and then he beats up both of them. And then, there's this weird standoff with Eric Bischoff. With
Nunchucks versus garbage can.
Garbage can, and Terry Funk wins that one. Chases him to the back, and then, of course, there's some, dead air, so, okay, let's bring out Miss Hancock to dance.
Yeah.
So... They do that, but her music gets cut short, and out comes Kimberly. With Mike Awesome, and she's basically like, "Oh, it's all about me, the show, you're new here, you don't get that." Or
Hancock
whatever.
calls her a fat ass.
Yeah, and she's like, "I'm going to teach you a lesson, but not right now, not right now." And then she just kind of leaves. It was a very fucking pointless and just dumb.
It was just a
segment.
way to prevent Bischoff from having to wrestle for 10 minutes.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
then
Or street talk for 10 minutes, whatever.
Funk and Bischoff come back.
I love the awkwardness of it.
Yeah.
And then Mike Awesome just walks
It was
past
on
them.
Bischoff's team.
You think we're is he gonna jump Funk? Nope. Just casually
Walks
walks past. He's
away.
like, this ain't my problem, baby.
Yeah, and then
You got yourself into this, you get yourself out of this.
So they do a little bit more, and then they again cut to the back, and they show Russo with Big Vito and Johnny the Bull, and he's like, "Okay, go out and help.
Go get him."
Yeah, and
Okay, a couple of fajules.
yeah, and then I believe was Terry Funk gonna go for a stink face?
Yeah,
Yes.
Terry Funk was going to
Took
put his
his
old
pants
man ass.
straight up. Took his pants down.
Yeah.
Showed ass.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna do it, and then all of a sudden comes Vito and Johnny the Bull, and Vito is the worst wrestler ever.
Countdown
Vito-
to Urethra Gate,
Vito
guys.
sucks.
We're like T-minus 4 weeks until Urethra Gate.
And so they put a chair on Funk's face, and Vito goes to the second rope, a ways away.
a
far
million,
away,
million
yeah.
miles away.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't think this is a good idea. And he goes and drops an elbow on the chair and crushes.
Yeah, he gets.
Funk's head.
He does get the distance. He gets no height on the jump, so he just comes at him full force and crushes his face.
Yeah, whereas Johnny the Bull was very ginger with him.
Oh yeah, Johnny gave him the safest punches.
Yeah, and
He's a grandfather. You don't hit a grandfather.
Fair.
Oh, my grandfather. So then, again, cut to the back. We got Flair and his wife and Reed arriving in a limo, and they're getting out. So, like, okay, this is setting up for that match later on. Then we go to...
Wait, did we mention Bischoff pinning Funk and winning the hardcore title?
Oh, yes, I forgot. Yes, I totally forgot.
Something of an important note.
That was, I just kind of want to get away from that because it's so god-awful. But yes, Bischoff pinned Terry Funk and won the hardcore title.
Which I have no recollection of. I do not remember Eric Bischoff winning the hardcore title.
But I'm also, like, not surprised
also
that it happened.
yeah.
Like, if you had said to me, does Eric Bischoff win a title in 2000 WCW?
Like,
and I'm like,
maybe.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. 90% chance he does.
Yeah.
They sure, like, I mean, I know WWF had a few moments of, like, weird people winning things at this point, but, like, they love putting titles on non-wrestlers. Like, and, like, cruiserweight titles. And hardcore titles. And then, like,
Daphne
everything.
Cruiserweight, Bischoff Hardcore.
Oklahoma
Cruiserweight.
Oklahoma?
Oklahoma. Yeah.
But, like, they just love... It's like what wrestling is now. Where, like, they just love doing whatever's, like, not the norm.
Yeah.
So, like, hey, this Hollywood A-lister...
You should have put it on Norm from Cheers.
So from there we got match number 4, which is Scott Steiner versus Vampiro. Scott comes out looking pretty gross. Grosser than usual.
Yeah, it's pretty gross today.
Then comes out and wrestles Vampiro in...
Vampiro's bad.
Yeah, Vampiro's bad.
He was good, like, 3 months ago.
Heel turn, killed him.
But he's so terrible, because he won't commit to anything.
Yeah, he just did not want to bump on anything. Like, was physically trying not to.
Yeah, even when he was doing offense.
Yeah, he went to the top to hit his top rope spinning heel kick.
Oh, man.
And just did a slight turn and hit him
Like
with
a
his butt.
Just hit him
So
with
he
his
could land
butt.
on his
So he
feet.
could land on his feet. Yeah.
And then so he turns around and Medeja has been climbing the rope. She climbs the top rope, hits a crossbody.
He's pretty decent for a non-wrestling woman with huge fake boobs.
Yeah.
They go down, and Vampiro just no-sells it and goes and grabs the blowtorch and then kind of like creeps on her up the ramp, like spilling gasoline everywhere. And then out comes Sting to make the save, and he's hitting with the bat. But as he's hitting with the bat, there's like these loud sounds, and we're like, what the fuck is that? And
it's around that point we realize they're adding sound effects.
Yeah.
And not quite nailing the timing.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, Lord.
So this is a fun new addition.
Yeah. And so he gets in there and he gets beat up again more by Scott Steiner, and that's was there even a disqualification?
I don't think there was a finish.
Yeah.
It at a point stopped being a match.
Yeah. So I don't even really know. I guess Scott Steiner wins by DQ, I guess. Or does Vampiro win by DQ?
Yeah.
No, Steiner puts him in the Steiner recliner and
Did
he passed out.
Did he pass out?
I think he did. I think he did.
Okay, was that a finish though? Like
yes?
hard to say.
Yeah.
Question mark?
Like we're just kind of like on that match. So anyways, but now comes our, I guess would you say this is the most highly anticipated match of the night, or second, which would be Tank versus
from us or the crowd?
Both.
Crowd 100%.
Crowd, yes.
I knew it was gonna suck. So
Yeah. At a point we would have been jacked for this.
yeah, like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
When Tank was at his
when
prime.
Tank started calling out
When
Goldberg.
Tank was supposed to fight Ming.
Yes. When Tank was like, he was solid number 2 in the top
when
5
Tank
for
was
a while.
KOing the Barbarian every other week.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Jerry Flynn and shit.
Yeah.
Barbarian with a shirt.
Of course.
Yep.
He's doing the job. He's not taking his shirt off.
So it starts pretty much how you expect it, with Goldberg just killing Tank Abbott
with a shitty sidekick.
Yeah,
And he
kicks
did-
him right in the head.
He did that crazy, like, sort of judo-y takedown.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like it was a real struggle.
Yeah.
Well, Tank's
Like
definitely a sandbagger for sure.
Oh, yeah.
This is the most Tanks really had to bump. In
Probably,
a match.
yeah.
Right? Like, even when he took the diamond cutter from Paige.
Yeah.
That was really
the
the only
thing
bump he
had
took
to
in that
take,
whole
yeah.
match.
He made that one count.
But this
though.
was him, like, doing multiple bumps.
Yeah.
So, so right before anything can get going, fucking Rick Steiner
comes
has
out.
to run down and run interference.
Yeah.
Blasts Goldberg in the back of the head with a chair that cuts him
Busts
open
him
hard
open
way.
for real.
And then the two just start beating him up 2-on-1.
Yeah.
Until Nash. Yes, until Big Sexy comes from the crowd, but like doesn't get in the ring. Waits for Goldberg to double whip them so he can pull Rick Steiner out of the ring.
Yeah,
which was weird.
Yeah, and then Goldberg spears Tank.
Gives him what I thought would be a labored.
I knew it would be fine. Goldberg can fucking jackhammer anyone.
I don't know though, because the rest of those spots that Tank had to take, he went up like lazy.
But the jackhammer,
yeah, I guess that's
always
fair. That's his spot.
Always works.
So Big Barrel is your winner, and then from there they just keep on chugging. They go to what?
Racist.
How's it racist?
Chugging.
Yeah, like a train.
Native Americaning.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Jesus, Kelly, gonna have to edit this.
Match
seamless edit.
This is seamless.
Match 6. We got Sting versus Jarrett. Pretty typical, pretty decent match.
Sting working too hard. For the year 2000.
Yeah,
but going a million miles an hour.
Yeah. And then they I believe the finish was he goes and hits a
sunset flip into the ring.
Yeah. And Jarrett's hanging on the ropes, and the ref kicks his arms. Let's go, but then immediately grabs the ropes again. And then
and the ref kicks his arms again. Yeah. Then he goes down. Sting pins him 1, 2, 3.
Clean, and we're like, what? And
we're like, I don't remember Sting winning the title again. It's because he didn't.
Yeah, because then Bischoff comes out, and what was the wording?
He basically, I never said it was the title.
I said it was against the world champion,
not for the world championship.
Yeah, and then and then the commentators. Oh, and then Sting says, "Well, you know what? That's too bad because Jeff Jarrett after tonight, Jeff Jarrett's going to be walking into the Great American Bash
in a body bag, which
is in a body bag.
Easier said than done.
And
then not give a fuck, Tony Schiavone.
Decides to say, "Whoop, it's the old dusty finish."
You can't say that,
but you can.
You can't say it unless it's a match with Dusty Rhodes in it that has a finish. Yeah. That's the only kayfabe way you can say dusty finish.
I said to you, it's surprising that wrestling lived after 2000.
It's amazing.
Because, they literally did all they could. They were like, dude, there's no way we're lasting another year.
We're going down, we're taking everyone with us.
If we're going down, we're going to ruin the WWF.
Scorched earth.
We want everyone to know every insider term,
yep.
everyone's real name, where they live, their social insurance number. We want everybody to know their families' names, what the inside of their houses look like. We want everybody to know that wrestling's not real and these people are phonies.
Wrestling survived in spite of itself in the year 2001.
Yeah, crazy. Just
between this and the invasion, how did wrestling not die?
No idea.
17 years ago.
Because most wrestling fans are MRs and they literally are too dumb to realize.
All right.
Not every wrestling fans are smart marks like us. A lot of them are dumb marks.
Yeah, they're not all.
Don't fucking get.
They're not all SMRs like us.
Yes. Special or smart?
Smart.
Okay.
Not to be confused with ASMR, which is the weird head tingles.
And then, all right, so
I get ASMR when I watch WCW.
Who doesn't? From there, we go to match number 7, which is
crazy.
ASMR, a smart mental retard.
We got Mike Awesome and Kimberly versus Miss Hancock and her mystery partner, which I didn't realize this was going to be a match.
I didn't either. I thought it would just be like a brawl or something.
Yeah.
No, it was a match. So Hancock comes out, tells Kimberly to sign this legal form, waiving any liability of Hancock messing up Kimberly's face. And Kimberly's like, fuck you, bitch. I'll sign your nonsense. And Paige comes out, and then Kimberly's like, 500-foot restraining order, because you hit me a lot. And I don't like it. And then Paige is like, read what you signed, dum-dum. I'm going to hit you a bunch now.
Basically, he signed, her... waiving the restraining order, basically.
Yeah.
It was a trick, but they didn't really make that
Gotcha,
obvious.
bitch.
Yeah, which I don't know how that would hold up in court. If someone is tricked into
it would hold up
removing...
in wrestling court.
Yeah.
Ooh, if Undertaker's presiding over...
Yeah.
Wrestler's court.
You didn't shake her hand after the match.
all you gotta do is just give him some Harley Davidson merchandise.
Yeah.
And you're fine.
Yeah, how to win Wrestler's Court. Give Undertaker a Harley jacket.
Yeah, that's what Edge and Christian did.
Yeah, and it worked.
Really?
And they never got raped.
Yeah,
by
there's some story on like their podcast about how they were going to wrestlers' court for something that they thought like they'd played a prank on somebody or rib or something that somebody took seriously.
They objected to JBL raping them.
Yeah, probably. And so they went and got Taker like this, like, you know, $200 worth of like really cool, unique Harley merch.
Yeah.
Left it in his locker, and then the next time Taker saw them, he said, "Hey guys, don't worry. I think your case is going to get thrown out."
Not guilty. The system works.
The system works.
I would only approve of wrestlers. It's the dumbest thing, but I'd only approve of it if, like,
If it had the theme from the People's Court, I agree.
no,
Dump.
if Taker wore like the garb of like the black like
Judge
coat
Mills
thing,
Lane.
and then like the
Powdered wig?
the powdered wig.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
That would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
Or just like, because like Undertaker gear is basically Judge's gear already.
Kinda, yeah.
So just Undertaker plus powdered wig.
Yeah.
He's already got the robe.
He does.
So, and by the way, that thing with the restraining order was referred to as the oldest swerve in the army.
Yeah, because words don't mean anything anymore.
I did not hear that.
Yeah, I think Madden said it.
And it was just basically Hancock and Kimberly just trying to out
Bitch each other.
I guess.
Both in like 6-inch heels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Scott's like, oh, they can't be wrestling. I'm like, Scott, you actually think they're going to wrestle? Like, they're not going to just like
Catfight?
stomp over each other?
I
and,
believe
like,
I used the term impractical footwear.
yeah. There was a lot of front rolls by them. The whole grab the hair, do the front roll.
Yep.
thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There was like a weird hair snapmare by Hancock to Kimberly that like physics doesn't mean that she was behind her and she did like the hair snapmare. It was weird.
It works.
Yeah. And
Two non-wrestlers wrestling.
and then from there, just basically went to Paige versus Awesome, which was just a match, and ended with a diamond cutter finish.
It was alright. This is Awesome's best outing in a while, because I feel like Awesome has sucked the last 2 times.
Yeah.
He sucked last week.
Yeah.
And he sucked in that match with Paige.
Yes.
A few weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, it was the ambulance match.
But like he was good. He gave Paige a pretty good German, despite Paige not wanting to take it.
Yeah.
He had some good strikes and the top rope splash where he stood on the top rope just balancing for
Impeccable
like
balance for a
half
man
an
that's
hour.
6'10".
Yeah, as tall as Kevin Nash. That's why they
Gonna make
signed
money.
him.
Gonna make tons of money.
And then from there went to another match that I had no idea was happening. Horace Hogan versus Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
Now,
But previously
to this, we had Paula Poundstone.
Paul Poundtown.
Was talking about she says like she's outside Hogan's door, dressing room door. She's like, you know, he won't say anything, but the only thing he has said is that Hulk Hogan refuses to fight Horace. He will not fight Horace. So
yeah. So I guess nope.
Not getting this match.
yeah. So Horace comes out with a new.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Get it out. Get the poison out. Kelly, get it out. You want me to push your tummy?
Okay, I think I'm good now. Get me another daiquiri, boys.
Kelly has become Harvey Weinstein.
Hand me my rings.
Bring me your softest boy.
Have him cleaned.
Bring me your fattest stripper and your skinniest twink.
So out comes Horace Hogan and the newly crowned hardcore champion, Eric Bischoff. And he's talking about... And then Horace is just going kind of crazy outside the ring. He's setting up a table
for
and
no
stuff like
reason.
that. He's
Bishop's like, easy, big fella.
Yeah,
He said he's not coming. You don't have to do anything.
And then
NWO. And out comes...
motherfucking Hollywood Hogan.
And he's like, well, let me tell you something, brother. I said that Hulk Hogan wasn't going to wrestle tonight, but I never said anything about Hollywood.
He pulled the old Sting Steve Borden trick.
Yeah. Yeah, as you said, Hulk Hogan's not coming to Starrcade or whatever. Steve Borden is.
Well, don't chase down his kids at school.
Hey.
And it was basically just Hogan squashing Horace.
Yep.
And then there was a weird... He got a chair. There was a weird moment where he backed him up to the ropes and was going to like... Okay, he's going to whip him in the ropes
and then
hit him with the chair off the
He
ropes.
just kind of...
He kind of forgot to whip him.
He put the chair behind Horace.
And then
Horace
said, go.
You go.
ran. And then he just hit that chair.
Go, brother.
Yeah. And then as he's pinning Horace...
Pin him with a leg drop on a chair. Pretty
and,
cool.
Horace may or may not have had a boner.
Yeah, either a pants tent or a boner. Couldn't make a full assessment.
I mean, if you were wrestling your uncle on national television, would you not get a boner?
I know where I would stand. I can't speak for Horace.
Yeah, jury's out on that one, but we will send it to the lab. Let's see what they come up with. And all of a sudden, Kidman came out of nowhere and started beating up on Hogan.
They were like, how did they do that? They're like, oh, the door's open.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see the door to begin with.
No, none of us did.
Yeah, I just thought he jumped out of, there was a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah.
So that was the.
He just phased through the
Yeah,
cage.
like some glitch in a video game where
Wow.
Kevin runs down the ramp and then just whoop in the ring.
And then from there we go to our second cage match. Which,
Back-to-back cage matches.
Tell me about Vince Russo's wrestling attire.
Oh, gear goals. Sleeveless t-shirt.
2000 backyard wrestling.
Sleeveless t-shirt. Track pants. White Nikes. Fingerless gloves.
That's how you fucking do it.
T-shirt tucked into track pants.
Of course.
Yeah. So he comes out, and then so it's Russo versus Flair. He comes out. Flair cut a promo seconds before the match.
Yeah.
He's
In a suit.
In a suit.
And so then we had the weekly, is Flair going to be in gear debate.
Yeah.
We figured probably no, because one, he just cut a promo in a suit, and two, would he put on gear to wrestle Vince Russo? And we also thought
no. You're not winning the title, or you're not losing the title. Sorry, so you don't have to get out of street clothes into gear.
Yeah, but he did.
Sure enough, fucking gear,
Full gear,
robe and everything.
Yeah, amazing.
Gets in there, and him and Russo have a little exchange.
Comes out with his wife and name redacted.
Yeah. And
Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
They have a little exchange, and Russo is doing his, very here are the things I learned, that morning of the show, and a headlock, side headlock, shoulder tackle. The end.
Yeah.
And then it just from there went from Flair beating the shit out of him.
Russo gave Flair a really sad chop.
Yeah, and then Flair turned that around and was like, all right, we're doing chops. We're doing chops, brother.
Yeah, then Flair kicks his ass for a long
and then
time.
Flair started throwing chops that Russo, didn't want to take.
Yeah.
So he starts, putting his hands up and, turning as the chop is coming because he really didn't want to take it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good stuff.
And and then all of a sudden, David Flair comes out from under the ring?
Yeah.
I don't know why he couldn't have come through the open door like Kidman did.
He phoned Bischoff, him and Russo on the way to the ring. Russo was talking on the phone about, what do you mean you're not going to be here? What do you mean traffic?
It was a swerve.
But then how the hell, is he...
It was to swerve us.
Is he anticipating that Rick
No,
is
it was for us.
watching
It was just for us. It makes perfect sense, the less you think about it.
Yeah. And, and then, he... so now Flair's beating the shit out of David, and David, the back body drop David takes,
rough
God.
one,
yeah, and so David's just being shitty, and,
as usual.
Yeah, and so as that is happening, Russo goes and grabs the ladder.
Yeah,
What the fuck are you doing? And he puts it up, and he climbs to the top, and there's a latch on the top of the cage.
Trapdoor.
One of the panels opens.
So he goes up there, and Flair chases him up there, and they do a little bit of stuff up there. Nothing really, just he chops them, and then they go back down. Well, Russo eye rakes him, and then he goes back down the cage.
And he's hanging,
and then Flair steps on his hands, and he
falls,
and
blows both his quads.
Yeah, I wish.
I wish he Jim Cornetted his knees.
Yes.
And from there, Flair falls him back down, and then puts him in the figure four for
an hour and a half. Jesus.
Yeah,
this was Shawn Michaels in the ankle lock at Mania 21.
Yeah. We're whoa, Russo's pretty tough.
He's really tough.
He's the
wow.
toughest man alive.
And
no one has ever been in the figure four this long.
And then Russo's and David Flair's in the corner, and Russo's almost trying to get him, but they're not doing anything.
Nah.
And what the fuck is happening?
Gotta get in the right position, bro.
Yeah.
It was uncomfortable.
And then finally,
an Olympic swimming pool's worth of red liquid. Spills from the ceiling.
A pool in the ring.
A legit pool.
Yeah,
there's so much.
I couldn't understand it. There was somehow depth to it, even though it was on a flat surface. How?
Maybe because there's weight.
There's so much weight, it was pushing the ring down.
There's four dudes right there.
Because it was a foot deep.
It was, yeah. They were swimming in it.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
And we're there's still one more match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would be so mad if I was the match
pissed.
afterwards and I had to wrestle in the ring, especially when it's K-Nash.
Yeah.
Right?
I'd be so pissed if I was in the match afterwards and had to wrestle Nash.
But
pristine. By the time
during the commercial break,
just before I forget, by the way, Russo pins
yes.
Ric Flair.
After he was incapacitated.
Sort of, because David Flair put Rick in the figure 4,
tried
to get little Nate to do something, but Nate wouldn't wake up, so then David Flair just did 1, 2, 3.
But then eventually Nate did wake up.
But he called for the bell. He didn't call for the pin.
Okay.
He called for, I think, the disqualification. So who fucking knows? But yeah, little Nate didn't actually count anything. He just signaled to the bell to ring the bell. So whatever. Who cares?
It's not the worst refereeing of the night.
That is correct.
Oh my god.
Okay. Worst or best?
Kind of best.
It's kind of the best. I think Slick Johnson's top 5.
Oh man, is he okay? Because we have been looking for a 5th.
I think he's number 5.
Because we've lost a lot of our OG top 5. Because Sid's out, Tank is unfortunately out, Norman's out, and any good cruiserweights are nowhere to be found. So we have a solid 4.
Yeah.
Because we had Scott Steiner, obviously, Chronic, obviously, Sting. And I
think we had both Brians as individuals.
No, both Brians made 5, but we had another. Who's our other good one? Who else is good? Someone must be good, right?
Scott, Sting, Chronic.
Shit,
Slick.
No, no, Slick is 5 now.
Goldberg.
But Goldberg, yeah. Goldberg is a new addition too because he's fucking awesome and can give anyone a
I
jackhammer.
fucking murdered Rick Steiner last week.
Yeah.
And that was fucking killer.
Yeah, so Goldberg's in. So
Slick Johnson, number 5.
Yeah, and we were debating whether or not to make a Brian Adams and Brian Clark each have their own spot. No, but Chronic keeps one spot, and Slick Johnson slides into number 5. Because... Go.
So, this is the Gauntlet match. This is the New Blood Gauntlet, which is Kevin Nash versus all the New Blood. So... it starts off with Kevin Nash in the ring, and Disco Inferno runs in.
Yeah.
And he basically just takes a sidewalk slam and gets pinned. 1,
done.
2, 3. Okay, so that's okay.
I love the conceit of Gauntlet matches and Survivor Series matches and stuff where moves that would never ever ever get a pin otherwise get the pin in these matches.
So we're like, okay, that's fine. And then in comes I believe it's Vito and Johnny the actually, I don't remember who comes in. I think it's Vito and Johnny the Bull.
No, it's just Johnny the Bull.
Johnny the Bull.
Yeah.
Comes in, eats a big boot, then a very labored powerbomb.
He got the timing wrong on every single powerbomb.
They were all awful.
I don't know that it's necessarily him or the other people just
whoever
don't
it is.
jump. He's 7 foot tall and he's a strong monster and he can barely got anyone. Johnny the Bull, who's one of the most athletic guys.
Maybe the best jumper in the Fed.
And Chris Candido.
Yeah.
Who barely weighs anything.
Yeah, Candido's a cruiserweight.
So, as he powerbombs Johnny the Bull, in comes Candido. He gets powerbombed. As he's getting powerbombed.
Then what happens?
As Candido's getting powerbombed. Okay, listen to me. Listen to me.
Listen carefully.
Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth.
Kevin Nash is off to the side powerbombing Chris Candido. Johnny the Bull, who just took the powerbomb, is lying down.
Yeah.
As the powerbomb to Chris Candido, which is what Kevin Nash is doing, is happening
away from Johnny
the Bull. Slick Johnson counts 1, 2, 3.
Johnny's out.
Johnny the Bull. Johnny the Bull's out. And then
then what happens?
Big Vito comes in. As Big Vito's getting powerbomb, Candido is counted 1, 2, 3.
We are losing our minds as this is happening.
I don't know why it's happening, but it is. And he didn't have to pin. He pinned maybe out of all the New Blood.
The only person he did was during...
He got 2 pins.
Slick Johnson was already counting the 3 on Vito, and Nash put his foot on him for the 3.
For 3.
For 3.
Yeah, not 1 and 2.
And Ray? Was the other one Ray?
Yes.
He big booted Ray and then just put his foot near him.
Yeah, again, a move that would never get a pin.
No. Especially on Ray. It's not like Ray's never taken that
Also,
boot
he didn't
before.
even get the boot Ray's head height.
Yeah.
No, we got him
in the chest.
Chest height.
So, if I do a bit of quick math, that's 4'3"?
Sure. Yeah.
And but then eventually the number games happen, and
just everyone comes in.
Everyone else.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden in comes Goldberg
Big
to make a
bail.
save. And then they clear
Captain
house.
Jew.
And then Bischoff is like, I said I'm going to suspend you, Goldberg. Goldberg's like, well, guess what?
No.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Important point here.
Yes.
I'm going to suspend you on Thunder. And we're like, what? Do it now.
No, he's got to wait till Wednesday, apparently.
No, that's how you get fans to tune into Thunder, so they can tune in to see Goldberg get suspended.
Yeah. And then, so Goldberg's like, well, you want to suspend me, Bischoff? Well, that's fine, because your ass is next. Pyro!
But only out of 3 corners.
3 corners of Pyro. Pretty good.
It is, I'm going to say this, it is the ultimate heel move by Bischoff, especially if you make Goldberg pay for his own flight to Thunder.
Oh, that's true.
Dude just gets suspended.
To get suspended.
I like that.
You have to be there. You're paying for your own flight.
I like that gimmick.
That is a good gimmick. So yeah, that was a silly fucking Thunder.
It was interesting. There was enough good stuff.
One of the best matches we've seen so far,
and it involved fucking Sean Stasiak, who has literally never been good.
A bunch of silly shit.
Yeah,
the best refereeing of all time.
Yeah, Bischoff and Russo maybe both getting wins
over
Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
So yeah, lots of good stuff. So we just got to get through. Look, we're at the beginning of June. We just got to get through June, and then we're halfway, and then we have to do 6 more months, and then we're done.
Let me end this, Scott, by asking you one question.
Mm-hmm.
If they can't hear you at the water, why don't you live at the water?
Why don't you live at the water?